County Record Office is full of interesting church records that were originally located in the parish chest. Amongst them are the Churchwardens Accounts. They range in date from the 16th to the 20th centuries. They record the yearly expenditure of the churchwarden in their role as guardian of the parish church, payments to tradesmen, improvements to the fabric of the church, travel expenses, collections for charitable causes, etc. You don't have to turn many pages in a churchwarden's account book before you discover curious entries such as the examples visible on this page. Look closely at the text. The expenses of John Bayliss and William Croft, Churchwardens of Tredington. There is oak for the church and ale for the carpenter, Richard Dyer's bill for ironwork, wine and bread for church services. But then, to William Proctor for urchins and a fox, 3 shillings. To John Wing's man for an urchin, 4d. So what is going on? We know what a fox is, but what about urchins? I'm pleased to say that they are not selling raggedy street children. An urchin is one of these little fellows. Urchin is a dialect term to describe hedgehogs. It is thought to derive from the Old English word urchin, meaning hedgehog. Think about it. What do we call spiky marine invertebrates? Sea urchins or sea hedgehogs? Just to be clear, these animals are being killed as pests and presented to the churchwarden. But who is to blame for this attack on one of Britain's favourite mammals? Well, how about this man, Henry VIII? During Henry's reign, there were a series of bad harvests leading to food shortages. One of the measures he sanctioned to tackle this problem was the introduction of the Preservation of Grain Act in 1532. The idea was to exterminate wildlife that were deemed in some way to contribute to the loss of crops. The interpretation of wildlife deemed as pests was, however, extremely broad. Foxes, sparrows and adders were all on the list and feature frequently in churchwardens' accounts. It was the responsibility of each parish to encourage the slaughter of these pests by raising money to pay local parishioners to undertake the task, and failure to comply could lead to fines. Killing hedgehogs could be a lucrative business. A typical fee would be 4d for an adult and 2d for a hoglet. But what, you could ask, would class the humble hedgehog as a pest? Well, it relates to cattle. The Tudors believed that hedgehogs could drink the milk from the udders of recumbent cows. The irony, of course, is that you should never offer a hedgehog a saucer of milk. It is really bad for them. The Churchwardens Accounts are amongst my favourite documents because they offer an often underused glimpse into the life of our ancestors. And they provide me with an unusual and obscure piece of history with which to surprise visitors to the Record Office.